Middle, Chapter 10. So, what to wear to a small town grocery store? I finally decide to go with my favorite denim blue pumps with the simple jeans. My favorite Abercrombie t shirt is screaming the home girl look. Why am I hearing Char's Cherokee People song in my mind? Xavier, didn't you tell your granddaughter where you're going to get the berries? Grandpa's lips start to curl upwards as he looks sideways at us. Now, why would I do that, Marie? Bien. Well, Apple, didn't he tell you where Juneberries come from? Grandma asked. I love it when she says on bien. It comes out sounding like ba. It's French, but with a Turtle Mountain twist, like a croissant, but on a stick. A croissantsicle. And with that, my grandparents start laughing. The only thing is, once again, I don't know the punchline. Yet those Juneberries really are good, so let's get on the move. There's a knock on the front door. Junior walks into the house just then and, with his arms spread wide, says, "The great chef has arrived." Then he moves his arms and hips to imaginary hula music. There's just something about Junior that makes you love him. He kisses Grandma on the cheek and takes a sip of her coffee. Heard you're looking for berries. Let's roll. Junior, Grandpa, and I get into the truck and head out. We pass one, then another small town grocery store, but we keep going. Grandpa, what store are we heading toward? I'm sort of getting hungry again, and you've passed all the stores. City girl, Junior says, shaking his head and laughing. We pull off the road onto a jumble of overgrown bushes and lumbering trees overhead. They both start to get out, then walk to the back of the truck and grab two metal pails and a plastic bag. As I try to get out and follow them, the heels of my expensive shoes sink into the ground. Step by step, I have to extract my shoes after each humiliating tread. And then my left heel snaps right off. It seems that you can't buy Juneberries. Oh no, that would be too simple. We have to drive to this remote location and search for the exclusive berries, in the woods with all the bugs and animals. Please say they aren't ticks here. Yet those Juneberries are really good. So let's get a move on. Under my breath, I say, I wear these $300 shoes out here looking for berries. I assume there was some type of civilization around here. $300! What's the matter? They ask simultaneously. This, I yell as I hold up and point to my shoes. Bloomingdale's, $300! My grandfather, with that devilish grin, stopping and holding up his worn cowboy boots, points and says, Kmart, 16. As he says this, he throws me the plastic bag he's carrying. Inside it is another pair of soft brown cowboy boots. Kmart, no doubt. Just my size. I slink down and switch the shoes. He looks back at me and winks. I guess it is kind of funny, and these boots fit me like a glove. After I follow them for 20 minutes, we find a spot surrounded with Juneberry bushes. I think I just may have found heaven. It's like a regular nature out here. But after an hour and a half of picking, I'm getting famished. I turn to Junior and ask, when do we go back for lunch? He does the oddest thing. He puckers up his lips and looks past me. Huh? I ask again, hello, shouldn't we be getting back to eat lunch? I'm getting hungry. Oh my gosh, he's doing it again. That thing with the smoochy lips. I ask a simple question. Junior, where's the cooler so we can eat lunch? I'm starved. So what does he do? Puckers his lips as he turns his face slightly and then looks back at me. What to do? I look around, not sure what to say. Is he having a mental lapse? I ask again, Junior, did you bring something for us to eat? There he is at it again. Does anyone know CPR? Because I'm thinking lip puckering is a definite sign of a stroke. I'm getting freaked out by his behavior now. We're too far out in the woods, or as they call it, the bush, for me to call for help. I ask again louder, hello, where's the food? Yep, you guessed it. Junior's reaction is the puckering lips while turning your head response. After I stare at him for a few more seconds, he says, Apple, I'm a little worried about you. What is it you don't understand? There's lunch, he says, and his chubby fingers touch the wild Juneberry bushes. Why didn't you just say that? I ask. I didn't tell you where lunch is, and he puckers his lips as he looks at the closest Juneberry bunch. Smiling, he adds, lips makes a good Indian pointer stick. And with that, he puckers and purses his lips towards the Juneberries. Apple, you don't always need words. Be quiet and listen to find the answers you're looking for. As he walks away, he lets out a huge fart to emphasize his point, I guess. Wow, I am so out of my element here. I yell over to my grandpa, who's setting up a picnic basket. Grandpa, do you want some berries? He stops, looks up at the trees, and replies, No, they don't look too hairy. Oh my god, Toto, we're not in Minneapolis anymore. After the foray into the depths of the wilderness, Grandpa tells me I should just hold on to the boots for a while. They are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn, because someone already did the breaking in. I didn't notice it out in the bush, but now I can see there's a small row of turquoise beads that was hand sewn down the sides and around the foot. I'd say it was Kmart Bohemian, and it works. When we get back home, we all empty out our berry buckets and start washing them in the kitchen. It's quite a haul. 4 full pails of exquisite, luscious June berries. Later, my girl, Grandma says, giving me a hug. We'll make some pies with them, but for now, go rest for a while. The bush sometimes steals your energy and uses it to replenish the food we take from it. Before I head back to my bedroom, I turn and ask, Grandma, I notice you and Grandpa call me my girl, which I get since I'm your granddaughter. But I hear other people up here saying it to me, too. Does it mean I'm sort of adopted by everyone here? Grandpa stops and cradles my face between her hands. Oh, Grandma stops and cradles my face between her hands, answering, It's sort of an endearment, like how the southern people call everyone dear or honey. Do you understand? Grandma stops and cradles my face between her hands, answering, It's sort of an endearment, like how the southern people call everyone dear or honey. Do you understand? I nod. Apple, we're all related somehow, and it's our way of showing that. All the elders are in charge of raising the children. We believe it, and we treasure our little ones. It comes out so naturally that I don't even think we know it. Do you say it to only girls? Grandma stops to think. Well, no, we say my boy too. And with that, she kisses me again and points me in the direction of the bedroom. Why does it seem as if I'm sleeping so much here? I leave the bedroom window open to capture some warm breeze. As I drift off to sleep, I gently tug the blanket towards my chin. I never noticed the pattern on it. It's a giant star made up of tiny multicolored triangles. Before I know it, I'm dreaming again. It's the same dream again in the woods with the nest in the water. Bam! What in the world? I'm yanked from my dream by an object that lands smack dab in the middle of my forehead. Ah, why do I keep having this dream? What is this thing that settled on my forehead? Cross-eyed, I grab what seems like a baggie filled with who knows what from my head and sit up. The sun has thrown away the shadows and my room is filled with daylight. Before taking a closer look, I see that the window screen next to my bed has a fresh tear in it. Grandpa fixed it last night, and I tried to tell him about the miracles of duct tape and how it would solve the pesky torn screen. But no, he wanted to fix it right, he said. If duct tape is wrong, I don't want to be right. As I turn the baggie over, I can see that it's filled with some type of weed. I put a small handful out and look closer. It's silvery green leaves, similar looking to a miniature oak leaves, clinging on the stem. Great. So first there was a jar of dirt thrown at me, and now there's some weeds chucked into my room, too. Disgusted, I shove the leaves back into the baggie and start to zip it up. And while doing so, some of the leaves got crushed. Oh, wow. As soon as I crush the leaves, they emit a scent cross between lavender and pine needles. I yank open the bag to grab the plants and inhale again. That's part of the scent up here in the Turtle Mountains. I first noticed it the minute I stepped out of the Land Rover, and then again when we went up this morning to pick Juneberries. Whatever it is, the best perfume from Paris has nothing on this. It was then that I saw something outside my window, just next to the gate out back by the alley, and that I hear the rumble of a truck drive past. I can see inside, and Carl is the driver. Did he drop the bag of weeds in my window? And if so, what is he trying to tell me? Is this a warning?